We're on radiology rotation this week. No, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to my subscribers.
Don't mess it up.
I do, but this is for YouTube. Good morning. We are on radiology. What? Okay, so anyway, good morning. We're on radiology rotation this week. This is Saya, and then there's AB in the back. They're part of my group, so we're actually assigned a group for, I think, is it the rest of the 2 years or is it just this year?
The rest of the 2 years.
Yeah, so the rest of the 2 years. So I'm stuck with them for basically my entire career in dental school. So this week we're in radiology rotation. That means that we are taking x-rays for anyone who is an intake patient that's coming in for a short appointment, or anyone who's like having trouble with, like, one of our classmates is struggling with x-ray equipment, or a patient is not very cooperative or just doesn't have a very large mouth. We help them out in those cases. We also have our amazing support staff here if they want to say hi. This is Ruben. He takes care of all of our epic needs. And then there's Hillary. Say hi, Hillary. She's our wonderful assistant that saves our butts literally every single time. I mean, I don't think I would be able to do an edentulous patient without her help. So thank you, Hillary. And then there's also Farina. But yeah, so today we're kind of having a quiet morning. I don't want to say that, actually, knock on wood. It's not a quiet morning. We got through the majority of our patients early on, so now we're just kind of in this like zone of just anticipation of waiting for more patients. But we basically have 2 appointment slots for a regular clinic, which is 8:30 to 11:30 and then 1 to 4. So patients are coming during those time slots. But sometimes what happens is that patients will be running late or the sessions will run late. So we're ending up seeing patients at like 12 o'clock when it's supposed to be our lunchtime, which actually happened yesterday. So hopefully that doesn't happen today, but it seems very chill so far. So.
How did you pick one? You just did whatever.
No, I just looked at what speaks to me.
Oh, you like it? Oh.
Okay, it is now lunchtime, and so far all day today I've just done a few bite wings and a few PAs. So now I'm having lunch. I got some vegetarian chili and a hamburger, but I don't know if I'll actually get to eat this because I'm pretty full from the chili. But yeah, I feel like I picked a bad day to vlog because it's kind of slow today. But again, I don't want to complain about being slow because we might get slammed later on in the day, but we'll see. Shaping up to be the best day ever because we just heard that all Presbyterian affiliates get free ice cream. I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Best day ever. Just finished a really tough patient. Taking x-rays on patients who don't have a lot of teeth is sometimes even harder than taking x-rays on patients who have a very small mouth. Because with a small mouth, you can at least use a smaller sensor. When they don't have teeth, there's nothing that they can bite against, so a lot of the PAs, where you need to see the roots, are super difficult. So for a lot of his teeth, I ended up having to use a vertical sensor in order to, no, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to my subscribers. We're gonna see this in like a week or a month whenever I get to edit it. But it's really difficult to get the roots. So by taking them vertically, you're able to get more of the roots. It's not ideal, and I had to do a lot of retakes, but I mean, it was the best I could do with the situation, and I had to do a decent job just because the patient was being evaluated for a denture. You want to make sure that you capture bone levels to see which teeth are going to be good abutment teeth, which are like the teeth that the denture kind of clasps onto in order to be stable. So hopefully I did a decent enough job. And the patient was, you know, doing their best also. For him, it was difficult to close because he actually had some mandibular tori, which is bony projections in the bone that holds your teeth, and it's a normal anatomic feature, but for a lot of people it makes it very difficult to close and bite down on the sensors just because they don't have a lot of space. The good thing is that he had a pretty large jaw, so the tori weren't a huge problem. It was just the fact that he was edentulous. And I can actually show you guys. can see that it was definitely tough. He's missing many of his posterior teeth, especially in the maxilla. You could see there's some bone recession there because the teeth have been missing for a long time. So a lot of the x-rays ended up being vertical, and then he's just got like some random third molars here. They're just hanging out. Obviously there's a cone cut here. That's not ideal, but because you can see the root, I decided to keep that one. Same thing on the canines. You could see the root here, but it was very tough because he has very long teeth. Again, I was kind of more so going for the roots because you can kind of see the other surfaces either intraorally or on the bite wings. Again, another cone cut, but because you could see the surfaces of the premolar, I left it as is. And then these are some of the retakes because they were just not the images that I was going for, so it was a tough case. All that is to say is that I'm learning a lot on radiology rotation. Even though I've been taking x-rays for years as an assistant, I've never truly thought about certain things, especially now that I'm thinking more about treatment planning and that, you know, certain things are very important in order to treatment plan, whereas when I was an assistant, I would just kind of take x-rays and sometimes not even think about the fact that they may need to see certain things in the images in order to submit them to insurance for approvals. So like bite wings, it's important to see bone levels. So for patients who have a lot of recession, it's very difficult to capture that, so you might have to do like things like vertical bite wings, or in the situation where a patient is being evaluated for dentures, you want to make sure that you're getting the bone levels and the apices, which is the roots of each of the teeth, to make sure that you're not using them as a support for a denture when they are compromised teeth. So, you know, just some things that we think about here.